Welcome to my channel, and today I'll be drawing the main character from 2010's Karate Kid in my own art style. Stick to the end of the video to see the complete picture. The Karate Kid franchise has been around since the 1980s, and the 2010 movie is the only movie within the franchise that I've seen so far. I don't know the discourse behind the movie and how well received it's been back in 2010 or how it's received now, but personally it was an enjoyable movie to me at least. The one gripe I can think of immediately with this movie though is the fact that it's called Karate Kid when the main protagonist, Dre Parker, is learning Kung Fu in the movie. So yeah, not really committing to brand here. Anyways, I'll be drawing the main protagonist of the movie, Dre Parker, in my own art style, which I would say is somewhere between anime and the 2D animated Disney movies. To draw his braids into a bun, and this is essentially me trying to mimic the Buddha statues that you see where the Buddha has his hair up in a bun, and based on how the hair looks on many of these statues, it looks like textured hair, but I know it's probably not 4 type hair, but you get the vibe I'm trying to go for. You'll see me struggling with the hands in the speed paint, and I don't want anyone to judge, because to any of the artists out there, trust me, when you were drawing hands, you always have to readjust and redraw and constantly peck at the hands to make it look perfect. I'm pretty sure every artist has been through this one, so don't judge me. Even though this movie has not been the best received, I just like the idea of an African American kid kicking butt with kung fu skills. It takes me back to the days when I would sit with my dad and watch Ip Man and all these different martial art movies he would show me. For those who've been following my art for a while, especially if you see my older Instagram accounts, you would see me draw essentially a character with the same concept as you see with Dre Parker on screen, a African-American kid learning Chinese martial arts, and you would see me draw this character concept over and over and over again. And this character that I would use to base this concept on would basically almost always be beside Chun-Li, and the idea was that he was going to be her student and learn her martial arts the same way Sakura is trying to be a student of Ryu's without the obsessive crush thing that Sakura has for Ryu. Now that Street Fighter 6 has confirmed that Chun-Li is officially a Kung Fu master who's going to be teaching younger students the art of Kung Fu, my AU canon? I guess what I'm trying to say is that this character concept, or the concept of Dre Parker, the black kid learning Chinese martial arts, it's been around for a long time in my art, and I've been drawing this character concept for years, and so it's gained a lot of sentimental value to me. Now, originally I was going to have Dre Parker here wear a long white ribbon to keep his braided hair together, and the long end straps of the ribbon would just flow behind him, but then I decided that was way too much anime and not necessary. You can see the Chun-Li inspiration and influence in this picture of my anime Dre Parker, as the pose that I've drawn him in is a pose very similar to the one Chun-Li makes in the official artwork of one of the crossover games that she's been in. So yeah, I'm also a big fan of Chun-Li, by the way. I'll be drawing my version of Dre Parker in the school uniform outfit that you see him in the movies, or a version of it. It's an orange polo shirt with blue sweatpants, which is a weird combination, but at least the colors match. I also decided to give Andre more purplish bluish color hair instead of just a flat black, because honestly it's really hard to shade black, and since I shade in almost all my pictures, it can again really be hard to tell where your shading is when you're trying to shade on a very pitch black, and so I try to avoid coloring with that color in general, and the same goes with like straight white, as again it's very hard to tell the shading from pitch white and pitch black. And also, if you've seen the colorful dots beside Andre here, that's basically my palette. I make a separate layer because I use Clip Studio Paint, and I would just pick the right colors I need, or approximately or where I need them to be, and just make like a colored dot on the screen that I can then pick the color from and then color in once I get ready for coloring. And it basically saves time and not trying to spend like 10 minutes sliding through the different color variations on the color slider trying to get the right color. If you paid attention of the older pictures I just showed you, you can also really see where my art style has diverged and started to become its own thing, and me straying less and less away from all the anime and manga styles I just copied from my favorite anime at that time. I've also decided to draw Dre Parker with long limbs in general, basically skinny and lanky, just like me, just like Gumby. You're also going to see me struggling trying to remember the Chinese characters for Kung Fu, and eventually I decided to give up and just write the Chinese characters for a student. So there goes almost 10 years of self-teaching Chinese down the drain. Now finally, we're at the end of the video, and here's the finished drawing. Thank you for watching. Follow me on Instagram at jkaarts, and see you to the next one.